Was there ever a moment in your life before all this where you felt, I have to build something great?
Yeah, back in '95, I was faced with a choice of either do grad studies, PhD at Stanford in material science, actually working on ultracapacitors for potential use in electric vehicles, essentially trying to solve the range problem for electric vehicles, or try to do something in this thing that most people had never heard of called the internet. And I talked to my professor, who was Bill Nix in the material science department, and said like, can I defer for the quarter because this will probably fail and then I'll need to come back to college. And then he said, "This is probably the last conversation we'll have," and he was right. But I thought things would most likely fail, not that they would most likely succeed. And then in '95, I wrote, I think, the first or close to the first maps, directions, internet, white pages, and yellow pages on the internet. I just wrote that personally, and I didn't even use a web server. I just read the port directly because I couldn't afford, and couldn't afford a T1. The original office was on Sherman Avenue in Palo Alto. There was like an ISP on the floor below, so I drilled a hole through the floor and just ran a LAN cable directly to the ISP. And my brother joined me and another co-founder, Greg Curry, who passed away. And we at the time we couldn't even afford a place to stay, so we just the office was $500 a month, so we just slept in the office and then showered at the YMCA on Page Mill and El Camino.